The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now a give, right side. Betts. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis. The Jaguars at 1-13 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels, because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. On 1st and 10, Shepard. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Tua. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. On play action, here's Tua. Being chased out left. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa on the move to his left. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He'll get it inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Betts. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On 3rd down, Betts. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Betts. And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, Betts. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Betts. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action, now it's Tua. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Tua now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stewart. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Tua now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Let's go now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still 2nd quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to throw. Shepard. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
By Gregory Russo. A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk. 17 yards there on 4th down. Up the middle they go. Betts, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Shepard throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Betts, and he'll work down inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. Going deep here for Parker. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Tua, a final shot before half. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. One of those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This will be fielded at the 17. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now a first carry for their fullback.
Asante Samuel Jr. that time up to make the tackle. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy quarterback.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Right back to him on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Catch made, it's Moreau. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Pat Fryermuth.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars get a bit closer.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Keeps himself upright. Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll run on first down. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Back to throw. Shepard, the quick slant caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
This is fielded at the 7. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Betts. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Betts. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Up the middle they go. Betts. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Looking deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Betts, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Shepard. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Shoves him aside. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st down, Shepard. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll keep it on the ground. Betts. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Shepard. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. throwing on first down. Shepard. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first and 10, Shepard. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 7-2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's first and 5. Now a give right side. Betts. And a short gain down to about the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. Brings up 7 down.
Looking to throw on second down. Shepard.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. Back to throw. Shepard.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Here's Freiermuth again. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
To throw on second and 10.
Tua.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after the sack, here's second and 14. From the gun, it's Tua. Going deep here for Parker. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. 46 yards.
And the Dolphins look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit, but for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 3. And my goodness, another. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. On first down, Shepard. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one